Hello, everybody. We are live on the Lamley YouTube channel. I hope everyone is well. And I hope you enjoy this video. I am excited to do it. I have no idea how it's going to go. That's why it's live. I didn't want to do this one recorded because I think this one's going to be long. I'll just warn you right now. There are 42, I think, 40 plus models we're going to walk through. Try and categorize these in several categories based on value. I have never done this before. I've obviously done plenty of videos on the Hot Wheels Datsun 510, including the last video I did. I think I've taken a couple of days off. The last video I did was the convention, the Hot Wheels Nationals Datsun 510, the finale model, which is being purchased, not really purchased, but getting ready to be sent out to Nationals attendees this week. Nonetheless, I've gotten a lot of requests on this 510, and I thought, well, I've already walked through all of these. There's some updates to do, but why not do it a little bit differently today and go from most, I don't know, the bargains, if there is a bargain in the 510, to the most expensive and classify them that way. It's going to be near impossible to do. I actually have eBay open next to me. I'm not going to sit here and do research. This is definitely not going to be scientific, but we can categorize these and you guys can help me. I'm going to look at your, I'm going to try and see some of your comments. I'm going to miss a lot of them, but we're going to try and go from basic to premium to just ridiculously valuable. I'm going to factor in, I've got both 510 castings. That means the 510 Coupe and the 510 Wagon. So both of these have been represented in the basic line. Both of them have had store exclusives. Both of them have been premium. Both of them have been ultra premium. The 510 Wagon has never been in the RLC, surprisingly, but it has been a convention exclusive several times. And we've seen it in all kinds of different ways. This one has never been a super treasure hunt, but obviously this one has. So we're going to walk through all of these. I am not going to go by release or anything like that. We're just going to go by whatever. And to be honest, I actually did some research on these. The prices vary so much. Obviously, there's a big difference between packaged and non-packaged. And I have all of my cars loose, and one more here, the carded models, is going to be loose. So I'm going to open it here today. But you know, so depending on the number of the card or anything like that, obviously condition, carded or not, there's going to be some, but we're going to try and keep them all classified. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's go to start with your as close to $1, quote, unquote, as close to $1 as you can be. So that would be the most recent basic releases. I didn't even look how these are. So that would be with the Datsun 510 sedan. Try and show these off and then we'll move over. The recent 5-pack release. This was a Speed Blur, something like that. Car Show, something like that. I think it was Car Show. I'm going to try and get all these on the, there's so many cars. I don't think we're going to do it. Oh, no, not that one. But this one is fairly close. It's already gone up in value. Last year's Momo model. And I think that's it for the 510. This video is going to go, this is going to be so goofy. But we're going to have fun. That's why we're here. And then I think with the Wagon, we only have a couple. I think this would be the only one right now is the Momo Wagon, which has just been released. I don't even know. It might be barely hitting stores. Right now is the Momo Wagon, obviously made to match the, I'll put that right there, why not? To match the basic, the 510 Coupe from last year. Others that are fairly close that have been recent releases, I think, so you'd go into like the just above $1. How about the mystery model from last year? This was, I don't know if this was one of the award, like one of those placing ones or something, but that was fairly close. But this is probably already hitting the $3 to $5 range. We had the 51st, like the, whatever they, chrome and gold or whatever they call this thing. I was able to find this one without a problem. It might be going up a little bit in value, but it's been pretty easy to find, the chrome and gold Wagon. I'm realizing as I put these together, I'm gonna have the hardest time getting them back organized because I do organize by release. And then this was Speed Blur, right? So these two match too. Notice, so we have 3 different sets. On a tangent, we have the Car Meet and Speed Blur, Wagon, and Coupe. This is our tangent. We have the 2 Momo models, right, which we already showed. And then just recently, the 2, I don't want to drop these because that's dropping money. The 2 convention models, right? So they've done now 3 sets. I forgot about those when I was talking about it. They've now done 3 sets of matching models, which is kind of cool. I wonder if they'll do some more. So let's move those over. So these are in the affordable range. So if you're like, you know, I like the Datsun 510, I like the Coupe, you know, you can go to the pegs. I've seen this one still on the pegs, this one on the pegs, obviously the Momo. They're fairly easy to find. All right, let's go into mid-range. Just a little bit higher, maybe in the $10 to $15 range, depending. I would put this one there, right? Now, I'm not going to go into, I should have mentioned this. This is the Kmart exclusive Momo 510 Coupe. There is a PR5 variation on these. I do not collect the PR5, or I don't collect wheel variations anymore, unless it is an official Hot Wheels release. And I'll explain that here in a little bit because I've got some to show you. The PR5, that meant they probably ran out of wheels, filled in with the PR5s for a minute, and then moved on. It's not like, hey, this was the Kmart release and we did a mainline release or something with different wheels. If it was a deliberate wheel variation, I'll include it, but in this case, I'm not. So, but that one is definitely worth more. A lot of people want that PR5 variation, but that one's probably what, in the $10 range, give or take. Maybe you guys are checking on eBay, and I would definitely put this one in that range too. The first of the mystery models, really dig this Wagon, kind of in this Brazil homage, kind of beach in Brazil color. I really like this this beach version of the Datsun Wagon. It was one of those mystery foil pack versions. I'm gonna push these together because I'm gonna run out of space real quick. 10 to 15, right? Is that what you guys would say? That's what I would say. All right, I'd also put the Zamac Wagon. This one would be worth a little bit more than its mainline counterpart. So the mainline counterpart might be in the, what, $3 to $5 range, but the Zamac Wagon, that one was tough to find when it was out. I actually never saw it in the stores. I was able to get one from a friend, get a couple from a friend. But the Zamac version from Walmart is definitely one that's worth it. The Coupe, or is it the Coupe, has never been a Zamac. So it's been a Kmart. Both of them been Kmarts, but has not been a Zamac. Maybe that'll happen soon. Okay, I'm still looking here. Okay, so now we go a little bit higher, just a tad higher. And I think, so we've done these Kmarts, and then we have these 3 wagons left, and then we have a slew of main lines from the Coupe. So, and now it starts to get really complicated. So if we go through these, this is a 2014 release. You can see it has the JCCS logo, JDM Legends logo, JNC, Japanese Nostalgic Car. This was the mainline release in yellow, probably worth $5. And this is kind of funny. So some of you may not know some of these exist. This is the first basic release. This one's become a legendary. You've seen the Zero Deco all over the Datsun Wagon, right? And that is Junamai's kind of signature number, signature style. He's put this on his real cars. He put this on his real wagon. And this red version is a deco that he basically created for his real car and for this version. Now, as you obviously know, I don't know what this one's selling for on eBay, maybe $3-5, $3 to $5. Obviously, there is a version of that is worth far more. We'll get to that one later. It's not even close to being shown yet. But we'll put this one. This is the Kmart version of that yellow release, which I really like. Saw this between 10, 15, sometimes a little bit higher than that. And I'm talking carded. But this one is special. I think the wheels look cool. I think the deco looks cool in black. And you can see it's kind of got that I don't know, it's kind of got some sort of like metallic look to it, the paint, which is really cool. Which I think you guys like. JDM Legends is on there. It's hard to see it, but it's right there. Japanese nostalgia car, JCCS, the Datsun logo, of course, which is also on the front with the number 71. This one I think is one of the cooler Wagon releases. All right, let's go through the rest of the basics because then we got to get to premium, which are worth more. But we're getting into some serious stuff here. In fact, one of the reasons that made me do this. Okay, we're gonna pull these out. We're going backwards a little bit with these. Some of these are worth, and you can see there's some wheel variations I'm going to go through. These are wildly different in terms of value. So there's a couple I'm going to take out. I'm taking out these two. I'm taking out this one, and I'm taking out this one. We're going to put these together. So I've seen these carded go. This is the first edition of the Datsun Wagon. This was the peg or the Datsun Coupe. This was the peg warmer. This was the model that hung and hung and hung. You could find hundreds of them back in the day. This was the first release of the Datsun. Of all the Datsun 510s, this is where it started. You can see Junimai's name on the back. It was done kind of in a racing, well, obviously in a racing style. You can see some hints of different racing styles there. So it came in blue. Then it was recolored in black, which I really like. And you've seen people have the 102 on the hood too. I forgot to say that. I used to have variations of this one. And then the final color for 2009 was in copper. I had variations of this one. I had wheel variations. I had a stripe variation. I got rid of those to another 510 collector. Was happy to do it. But I have kept all of the official releases. Then the next year, I believe this was the next year, it went in this Hot Wheels racing, really kind of ugly deco, but they did kind of do this kind of BRE style, not style, but color combination, right? Red, white, and blue. In this pearl white, I can't remember, I think this was the first color, and then yellow was the second color, and it's not very good looking either. There was a stripe variation where they reversed the stripes on these two. It was this hood. It was a transition. I used to have that. I also got rid of that. Okay, then 2000, whatever this was, 11, maybe 13, 12, faster than ever. And if you remember, I actually showed these wheels. They were made, they did this newer style faster than ever wheel, this kind of Trap 5 is what they call it, done with the copper axles, copper plated axles, so it's for them to run faster. And you can see, like, there's Junimai's name again, once again on the back. You've got some other designers that are represented. I don't know what the number 32 is, but they're also on the hood. Get that in focus. So first color was in red, right? I guess I'm going to put these off to the side. Then there was a special 5-pack, a Target 5-pack that was released where they changed the wheels. Now, there was some weirdness about this because I was told that the faster than ever wheels, and my dog's angry, the faster than ever wheels could only be put on carded models that were released in the basic range, and then they had to take the wheels off and change the axles for like a 5-pack version because it was like the way they advertised it or something. I don't remember. But they had to change the wheels. So this was an official release, and they put the OH5, the Chrome OH5 wheels on this. If you look on eBay, this car sold in the 5-pack yesterday for $330. So let's put that over there. I don't know why. I mean, it's definitely more rare, but you could walk into any Target in the day and find a ton of these packs with this. But of course, it's harder to get now. And those that want to finish their Datsun 510 collection might, do what they need to fill it in. But yes, this sold for $330 yesterday. So we're not ready to place that one. This was the recolor of the faster than ever, right? So it was red to start, then it was changed into the silver color with this yellow and kind of green trim. Even better looking, but there's two variations on this one. Actually, I didn't even show you this one. This one's probably in the $100 range. Now, this was a Target 2-pack version. Wheels were different. I don't know if you can see it. So we're not there yet, but the wheels are different. This one It's just the standard was chrome lipped. The Target 2-pack was all chrome. Can you see that difference? We'll get to those in a little bit. This one was done on a special racing card. So they took the faster than ever wheels off. They put on these J5 wheels. This one I have seen a lot of people after. So when people say, do you have the wheel variation on the silver number 32? This is the one that they seem to be going after, because it was done on this special card that was found internationally, and it was also found at Targets. These wheels could be found on that card as well. So this one was a little more rare and people were looking for it, but you could find it. But now this one has become really highly desirable. I have no idea what the value is on this one because I haven't seen them. So maybe one of you guys can look it up and see it. But it isn't even close to the most rare version. This one is. This one is miles. In fact, this one might be the rarest of the Datsun 510 basic models by a mile. Now you can see the only difference is the color of the wheels. The Chrome Trap 5. This one was only a multi-pack model. I think it was only in 10 packs or 9 packs at the time. And even then you couldn't find it that often with these Chrome Trap 5 wheels. Kind of nuts. So I actually think I had to seek this one out. And I think I maybe had found it or traded for it or something like that, but I have rarely seen this one. I know it's out there. I've seen a few of you that have it, but I really think this one is the rarest of all of them. So I'm going to put that there. I have no idea how much it's worth because you never see it come up. But if this one's selling for $330, which I think is overpriced, but who am I to say? If this one's between $5, $6 and maybe $10, $15 with some exceptions. So you would go the car culture models. That would be this. I can't even tell you what the mixes were, but the 510 Coupe has been in car culture. We saw this one just recently released. We've got the Japan Historics 2 version. I'd put that one all about the same value, I think. The Team Transport BRE has been in that value. This one kind of hung a little bit because I think they released too many of them. You can add Cool Classics. I don't know how much this one's worth. Probably in that $15 range. And then Heritage. So the Heritage number 92, which I think is pretty ugly. This was in the Heritage range. Don't like the wheels, don't like the deco. And but I have no idea how much it's selling. $10, $15, right? Something like that. All right, so those, and then that from the Wagon, you've got this one, the 50th anniversary, which is a pretty standard, probably $10 model, not even that. And just recently, you have this guy from the Nissan set. I have no idea what that would be. The Nissan set selling pretty standard, 20-something dollars. So you'd put that one in the $5, $6, $7 range, maybe $10 range if it's loose. And I think that's a nice little call, right? So then you go to the next set. Then the last one here, I'd guess, where you put this one a little bit higher because it's from the first set, Japan Historics 1. And I have no idea how much it's worth. But I know the Japan Historics 1 set is becoming more and more desirable. So this one might be getting up there, maybe $20, $25, $30. Maybe you guys can check. And yeah, and then the last one, so I guess we can finish that one off, would be this one from the special RLC Car Culture set, the special box set, BRE number 35. Love the wheels, love the look. This is one of my favorite BRE models. Let me rewind. It's a really cool. I like all the BREs. I'll refrain from the favorite. I tend to abuse that word. So this one has got to be up there in value because I know the set's worth a lot, but I don't know how much it is broken up, but it's up there. All right, look what we've gotten through. We only have a few more to do because now we're going more upper echelon. These basic variations are way beyond a lot of these cars, but there's still some that are worth more. And then some of these car culture mixed in are definitely worth more than, say, these special, like this was the display exclusive. Nice, clean version in black and yellow. Really like this one. Nothing. There's just not too much going on. It's nice and clean. I've always liked that one. Probably worth the value of the set, which is what, like, the display was what, 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that. So I'm hearing Advan Wagon's going about 40 to 50 on eBay. Okay, that's good to know. And then this one was a Kmart mail-in. So I need to open another one. You see this one's got a bit of a beat up headlight. So I think I have one other one carded that I got. So I'm gonna have to rip that one open, because I'll, and then maybe I'll get rid of this one at some point, or run it down a track or something. But this one, I don't know, $25, $30, $35. You guys can tell me. And I might be wrong on that. It might be worth more. All right. Now we go to ultra premium. And now we got to get really ready, because we've got some serious stuff to do. I probably should have included this one when I did the basic stuff, right? This is the Super Treasure Hunt. This may be, it's not the most expensive Datsun, but it may be the most desired Datsun. I guess I'll put it that way. The value on this thing carded is now approaching about $200. I checked that. I don't know if the grill variation has anything to do with it, but the value on this one is getting crazy. I don't know about it loose, but I also know that it's highly desired. So let's put that one to the side. This one's sitting at about 100 to 120 carded. This is the Legends model from last year. That might be a little bit overpriced at this point, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't know how many they made. But the demand for this one continues to be high. Obviously, you can see the theme here. It has the same deco as the Super Treasure Hunt, and they've done the same thing with the Gasser this year. By the way, guys, Legends obviously postponed indefinitely until all of this COVID-19 stuff is plays its course, and we don't know how long that will be. But I promise you, don't go too crazy for that Gasser, because they'll make those available, whether they just postpone Legends into 2021 or whatever. Those Gassers will be available. So I would not go crazy trying to get it. They've only done one event in Miami, and then they had to postpone it from that point on, right? So don't go crazy for that gold Gasser, because you might be able to find it at your Legends event whenever that happens, whenever in the future, whenever that will be. All right. This is sitting just under about 100 carded. And this is the Signature 510. I called it the model of the decade, if you remember correctly. It's the first Boulevard. It's the first wagon, first release of the wagon, based on June's beautiful 510. And but it's still sitting, because you can get these. It's sitting at about $90. So it's kind of medium value when you're putting it against all of the other 510s. Then you kind of go into everything that's probably, I think everything else starts exceeding, well, there's probably 3 more models that don't exceed the $100 level. So let's pull those. So that would be 2 convention models. This one's sitting about 65 to 70, the convention model from a couple of years ago. This was LA convention. And I'm trying to see if there's any, it says that blue on it right there, 32nd annual convention. I think this is only because I think some people haven't really been into the deco. I get it. I think it's a nice looking model, but I think it looked a lot like the Brazil and Mexico convention model. This one came in a plexiglass case, or an acrylic case, and I've took mine out. And this one is, I don't know, this one's what, about $60 to $70 as well in the acrylic case, but it's a nice looking one. But these two, you know, next to each other don't look anything alike, but they have kind of a similar style to them, right? So so there you go. So there are those 2 convention models, totally in the medium range, right? And then this one, the membership model, only because there were a ton of them. I love the color on it. This is the only model still that does the Neo wheels with Real Rider tires. And matte black. I mean, it's a beautiful model. I love the colors on it. It does somewhat match, not totally, but somewhat match the pink. And this one, just because I think there's a lot of them, I don't know. Someone can look it up and tell me, but I think this one is sitting under $100 as well in terms of value, right? So let's put that one over here. All right. Next round. Now we're talking 100 to 200. And I think that would start with this one. RLC opening hood. We have another RLC opening hood coming soon in kind of a yellowish gold color. I have no idea exactly, but this one I think sits plus $100. So we'll put that one right here in the RLC. We have, let's see, the pink convention model. This one's going up in value. A lot of people are after this one. A lot on this one. I think everything's over 100. I think you guys can tell me, and I think obviously this one depends. I would say don't forget to breathe. I know it's a lot of talking, and it's some people say you talk too much. Well, I'm trying to tell you all about these models, and it's a lot of work, but it's fun. This one totally depends on numbers too. I mean, anyone's going to be worth a lot, but the higher numbers are going to be worth more, and they typically don't number these models. So, but they did that year by accident, actually. So the numbered 510s are worth more. Or the lower number 510s. I'm sitting on a number 3 carded. One day I'll show that. And then, yeah, so then we have the 2 other convention models that I know haven't hit well, this one's sitting about 200, the number 31. These, and I'm talking carded. But who cares about carded anymore, right? These are better looking loose, right? Isn't it fun to see all these parked together? So the carded convention from the 31st convention, you know, they did the wagon the next year. That's sitting about 200. And then I have no idea where this one's going to sit because no one has it yet. And once they do, people that have extras are going to sell them, and we'll see where this one settles, especially because it'll be interesting to watch because it's got the same deco as the next one I will show. Now we're into the monsters. I have seen this one sell as high, depending on the number, as $600. This is the convention wagon. You can see mine has a little bit of a sagging window, but I don't mind that at all because it still looks great from the profile. This thing is way up there in value. I think it probably depends on numbers, but you're going to see this $300 or higher. We'll put that next to its counterpart there. And we have then the kings of value. Our favorite number 46 BREs. Which one's worth more? This guy. Now there's autographed ones and all that kind of stuff, so that makes things kind of nuts. But this one, on average, carded is worth more than this one. In my opinion, this one is the better of the 2. I love the Spectre Flame, but this one with the wheels and the more realistic deco takes the cake for me. But both of these are running carded between $400 to I've seen some of these exceed $1,000, just depending on the number. So those are your kings in value, and I have refrained from including one, and because this one might be the most unique. You guys have all seen it. Many of you have it. I have 3 of them. This is the Moon Eyes Datsun 510 wagon from the Yokohama, Japan convention, which is a special. I've got too much of a glare here. There we go. Kind of a cool convention. One day maybe I'll go. And one of the things that they have done is they have this special, and it says here, this is all about pinstriping. You can see the Moon Eyes. It's a bunch of description about Moon Eyes and pinstriping, and Big Daddy Roth, who is actually buried not here in Utah, and I've gone to his big event in central Utah. But this is all about pinstriping, and they've done the drag, they've done, I think, the Bone Shaker, they've done the drag bus, and they do a special version where this is done. I can't remember who does the first pinstriping artist. Hiro did it, Hiro Ishii. You can read some of this stuff, but this is the standard version. And then they did, because this car actually has 2 different decos on each side, they did a reverse version. And so you can see this one is the one that you just don't open. And Lean Customs, Hansel, if you're watching this, I'm not opening this thing. You might say you want to, you've done the pin. I'm keeping this one carded because the card on this thing is absolutely stunning. It's got this awesome Moon Eyes deco, and then it's got this woody look on this side, and then of course it has this surf rod look on the other side. So this one was done in fewer numbers. They all total 5,100. This one's 3816. So it stays because I'm absolutely petrified that I'm going to forget and I'm going to open that one. So this one's going in the back. But I have these two because I wanted to keep one carded. I was able to get 3. I wanted to keep one carded to match this guy. What did I say the number was? 3816. And I wanted one to open to add to my loose collection. So you guys tell me which one. Sorry, I'm bumping things. I'm going to open. These are the numbers. I've got 1990. And I have 1719. Okay, which one? It really doesn't, in terms of one is a lower number than the other, but I don't think either one matters. I don't see anything with flaws here. These were made by Hot Wheels, by the way, in case you were wondering. These aren't customs. So 1990 or 1719. I'm seeing a lot of 1719. There's 1990, 1719. Someone's asking if I'd give the Moon Eyes away. No, in this case, I got 3 so I could have a carded set and I could have one loose. That's so I kind of went a little nuts on this one because I really like the casting. All right. I'm seeing 1719. I think a lot of you guys like the 1990, maybe because the year's kind of cool. That's the year the Cincinnati Reds won the World Series. Don't know why I remember that. Okay. I think I see I think 1719 is what we're going to open, right? I've seen more of those, so let's do that. So 1719, let's put our little set back here, and we'll finish off this video by adding to the collection. Now, we were talking about value. That set together, those two cars is probably somewhere between $700 and $900 from what I've seen. The car itself, this one's probably in the $200 range, but we're going to totally axe that value right now by opening it up. And I have to say, I love opening cars, but I still get a little, see, this is because this is actually quite beautiful. Good, strong, thick card. And in my opinion, a lot of people will cut these with an X-Acto knife to make it look clean, but that's why I have those. I like the card looking ripped, showing what it is. Yeah, see, there's Hiroishi's right there. There's his name right there. All right. Someone said check the car before opening. Well, let's do it. Can't see what's on the other side, right? But everything looks good to me. Of course, I could open this and drop it. You know there's a good chance I can do that. Everything looks good. You guys give me the thumbs up? All right. Should we do it? I'm going to save this card, and it's going to look good ripped. Oh, my goodness. Ah, there you go. Done. There she is. There's that side. Here's this side. And look at that. I'm going to have to show that to my daughter. She loves Moon Eyes, and this thing's beautiful. Wow. Love the Moon Eyes styling. All right. I'm thrilled. I'm stoked. I'm going to put these together. This one's definitely going in my display. Cannot wait to do that. Maybe I'll put some pictures up on Instagram. But there we go, guys. It took us 35 minutes, but we have now walked through a whole hell of a lot of Datsuns, a whole hell of a lot of 510s, from the dollar-ish to the ridiculous, and a lot of craziness in between. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a different way to look at the 510. I guarantee you this is not the last video I'm doing on the 510. There is one model, and some of you may have commented that I have not included in here because there's some coming. There's the RLC 510 Coupe coming. And I don't have the Flying Customs from Target. I haven't been out hunting, and so once I can hunt again, I'll go to Target, and if I find it, I'll include it. But right now, I'd probably put that in this $3 to $4 range anyway, so it doesn't really apply. We'll get there when the time comes. Thanks, everybody. Stay home. Be safe. We'll do this again. Bye.